Hello dear students, this is the continuation of subject verb agreement. We have seen almost all the rules given in our textbook, and here we have some more important notes. The first one is that the order of subjects. An order is followed for placing subjects of different persons in a sentence. Different persons means first person, second person and third person. Generally, the order used is second person, third person, first person. When we keep the subjects of different persons in a sentence, first we have to use the second person, then third person, and finally the first person, 2, 3, 1. And for example, you, she, and I shall have a party tonight. You is the second person, she is the third person, and I shall have a party tonight. This must be the order of placing different persons, the subjects of different persons in a sentence. However, in case of a sentence where a confession is made, that means we agree our mistake. In such cases, the order is reversed. First we have to use the first person, then third person, and the second person. 1, 3, 2. First person, third person, and second person. For example, I, she, and you have told a lie. I, she, and you have told a lie. This is a confession of that I made a mistake. I said some lie, something like that. Either I or you are the culprit. Either I or you are the culprit. In both above cases, whether it is the first order, that is 2, 3, 1, or the 1, 3, 2, any of these above cases, the verb agrees to the person nearest to it. The verb agrees to the person nearest to it. In the first case, first person is the nearest one, and the verb agrees with the first person. And in the second case, second person is the subject near to the verb, and the verb must agree with the second person. This is one special note for that, and there are some other important rules also. First of all, a plural noun followed by words expressing quantity like number of, majority of, a lot of. A plural noun followed by words expressing quantity like number of, majority of, a lot of. In such cases, the verb must be plural. For example, a large number of women were. A large number of, after we have placed a plural noun, then we have to follow with a plural verb. A number of students are. A number of students are. Students is a plural. A number of, after we have used students, a plural noun, then we have to use the plural verb. The majority of voters in the village are illiterate. A lot of books are laying on the floor. So dear students, when a plural noun is followed by words expressing quantity like number of, majority of, a lot of, but a plural noun followed by words expressing mathematical figure like a number of, if it is a mathematical figure, then it will be singular. The number of illiterate people, the number of illiterate people is decreasing. Here the people is a plural subject, but we have used a singular verb. The number of illiterate people is decreasing. In case of lots of, we can use both singular and plural. Lots of water is wasted. Lots of people are still on road. Both singular and plural is applicable. Then lots with infinitive. Infinitive means 2 plus verb 1. In such cases, we have to use singular verb. There is lots to be done on the project. There is lots to be done on the project. And the last rule is that when an indefinite number or quantity is followed by of plus noun. When an indefinite number or quantity is followed by of plus noun. A good, great deal of, most of, plenty of, a part of, a lot of, a couple of, rest of, a handful of, a lots of. After we are using a noun, then the singular with the singular noun placed after of, and plural with a plural noun placed after of. That means a plenty of water is required. A plenty of oranges are needed. So here, after plenty of, If it is a singular, then we have to use the singular verb. If it is a plural, then we have to use plural verb. A couple of changes are required. A handful of men agree with him. These are some of the important rules, and you have to learn by heart. And the next important rule is that in the use of none. None means not any or not one. When it is used with reference to a plural noun, therefore none can have a plural or a singular verb. A plural verb is commonly used. Commonly, if there is a none in the sentence, the verb will be commonly plural. Even singular also can be used. I had several pens, but none were useful. Or you can use I had several pens, but none was useful. None of followed by plural noun or pronoun may have a singular or plural verb. So that it is clear that when a noun is used, either singular or plural verb can be used. None of the apples are tasty. None of the apples is tasty. None of my friends are singers. None of my friends is singers. Both are correct. So dear students, this use also has to be studied. And the next one is the errors due to proximity. It means sometimes we look at the subject near to the verb and we use depends on that subject. The verb will be used depends on that subject. If the subject near to the verb is singular, sometimes we use a singular. If the subject near to the verb is a plural, then we use a plural verb. But we may not be looking at the exact subject. So that is known as the errors due to proximity. For example, each of the boys was given a book. Each of the boys was given a book. In this sentence, we may think that boys is plural, so we must use the plural verb. But that is wrong. We must use was, because here boys is not the subject. The subject is each. Each of the boys was given a book. The price of all the cars has risen. So here, cars is not the subject. The real subject is the price, and that is a singular. So we have to use a singular verb. And this one also has to be studied. Dear students, when you write the verb, you have to look at the exact meaning and the subject, and then you have to place the verb. Dear students, you have the assignments, and I request you all to find the answers. And in the next class, we will discuss the assignment. Have a nice day. God bless you all.